This is really the last warning sign to the political parties of the democratic center to come to common solutions in Germany. I am determined to accept this assignment. I am determined to have constructive, good and speedy talks with the Social Democrats so that we will be able to form a government in Germany in the given time that I have mentioned, i.e. around Easter. The world is not waiting for us. It is developing rapidly. Germany needs a government capable of acting that has a parliamentary majority behind it and to end and overcome this current state of affairs as quickly as possible. That should be in the interest of all of us. We did indeed talk on the phone last night. He called me, congratulated me. You know that we know each other well, and I also told him that we should see each other soon after the formation of the government, and in the event that he plans to visit Germany, I have also promised him that we will find ways and means so that he can visit Germany and leave again without him having been arrested in Germany. I think it is a completely absurd idea that an Israeli Prime Minister cannot visit the Federal Republic of Germany. He will be able to visit Germany. If those who really make not only America first but almost America alone their motto in America prevail, then it will be difficult. But I remain hopeful that we will succeed in maintaining the transatlantic relationship. As I said, it is in our mutual interest. If it is destroyed, it will not only be to the detriment of Europe, it will also be to the detriment of America. That is why I hope and will do a lot. I will do everything I can to maintain the good transatlantic relationship that I have come to know. However, this presupposes that we are united at the European level. I'm quite concerned about what we're hearing from Washington, especially in the last few days. However, I personally do not believe that this is the last word. I also hear clearly different voices from Congress. There are many Americans who are critical of the path of their own government at the moment. In my view, it is crucial that we on the European side of the Atlantic have a common position on the issues that need to be addressed. So I'll give you an example. Trade policy is European and not national, and there will be no possibility of treating the member states of the European Union differently, for example when it comes to customs duties. Europe will have to speak with one voice, with one the only voice. The same applies to NATO. We will have a NATO summit in The Hague at the end of June. By then at the latest, it must be clear how the transatlantic relationship will develop. And by then at the latest, it must also be clear what contribution Europe is prepared to make to defense within NATO. And I remain hopeful that the Americans will consider it right to be involved in Europe out of their own interest. And what we also see with the greatest concern, of course, is the attempt to make a deal here with Russia on Ukraine over the heads of Europeans, over the heads of Ukraine. That won't surprise you when I say that. This is unacceptable both for Ukraine and for Europe. I am convinced that NATO is still working well. I have very close contact, and last weekend at the security conference in Munich I had an intensive, personal conversation with Mark Rutte, the NATO Secretary General. I believe that Mark Rutte has one of the most important functions in the transatlantic relationship anyway. I know that Mark Rutte and Donald Trump also have a very good relationship with each other personally, and that's why I hope and I assume today that we have a chance of preserving the transatlantic relationship within NATO as well.
Thank you very much, Mr. Merz. You mentioned the meeting or the conversation with Olaf Scholz to bridge the gap. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Goodbye.